My name is Otis Mwangi. I'm 28. I live in Githurai, Nairobi. I sell secondhand shoes in the market and run errands for a guy who imports car parts. I'm not rich, but I survive. Every day, I hustle. Every night, I pray for something better. That's the life here. So when I got invited to a rich man's party, I thought, maybe this is it. My chance. It started on a Tuesday. I was polishing some Air Force Ones outside the shop when a black Range Rover pulled up. I thought maybe the driver was lost. The window rolled down, and this old man in a white kanzu and red cap leaned out. Sharp eyes, wrinkled face but clean. He looked like someone who owned land, not just money. "You," he said, "you work hard. I've watched you." I just stood there, confused. He smiled. "I'm Mr. Kalum. I'm having a small gathering this weekend. For people who deserve better." He handed me a cream-colored envelope. Inside was an invite. Thick paper, gold writing, real classy. I asked, "Why me?" He just said, "You've earned it," and drove off. I didn't sleep that night. I asked everyone I knew if they had heard of him. Some old men said the name Kalum was known long ago. Wealthy family, big farms. But the old man himself? No one had seen him in years. Saturday came fast. I wore my best shirt, a blue one with small white dots. My cleanest jeans. I even shaved. The Uber dropped me at a black gate in Karen. There was no sign, just trees and the sound of birds. It felt too quiet. A tall Maasai guard opened the gate. He didn't say a word, just waved me in. Inside, the compound was massive. A huge bungalow with a red iron roof. Statues everywhere. Lions, antelopes. One looked like a woman holding a calabash, crying. Other guests were already there. Maybe 20 people, all dressed in Sunday best clothes. No one I recognized, but everyone looked a bit confused, like we were all pretending we belonged. There was food, so much food. Nyama choma, chapati biryani, roasted bananas. A group of women in bright kongas served us. No talking, just smiles. Then the gate closed behind us. Loud, metal clank. Like a jail. We all turned. Another guard locked it with a thick chain. Someone laughed nervously. Maybe it's for security. But I didn't feel safe. Mr. Kalum came out of the house later. He wore a black cloak this time, still smiling. He welcomed us, told us we were the chosen, that the ancestors had seen us. I clapped because everyone else did, but my hands were sweating. Then came the drums. For men in white painted faces began beating these giant traditional drums. The kind you see at old Luo ceremonies. It shook the ground. Literally, my feet felt it. A woman came out dancing. Her eyes rolled back. People clapped. Some guests joined. I stayed seated. Then Kalum stood behind me, put a hand on my shoulder. "Why aren't you dancing, Otis?" I forced a smile. "Just tired." He leaned in close. His breath smelled like ash. "If you don't give energy, you'll lose it." That's when I knew. I had to leave, but the gate was still locked. And when I checked my phone, no signal. Not even one bar. I asked another guest, a lady who looked like a teacher, if she knew what was happening. She whispered, "This is not a party." Before I could ask more, a bell rang. Loud, metal, sharp. Everyone turned toward the house. Kalum called us in. Inside, the air changed. It smelled like burnt herbs, animal fat, blood. Masks hung on the walls, wooden, carved, fanged. A shrine sat in the corner. Real cow skulls, bones, coins. Then he spoke. "Tonight, the ancestors eat." He pointed to the woman who danced. She stepped forward, smiling. Then, she began to scream. Not like pain, like release. Her body shook. She collapsed. People panicked. Some ran to help. Others froze. Kulum raised his hand. She has offered. She is free now. I backed up toward the door. The guards stood there, unmoving. Kulum looked at me again. Otis, will you give freely, or will we take? I bolted, ran through the hallway, found a back door. Another hallway, rooms full of bones, real ones. One door opened. Inside, cages, actual cages. One had a man inside. Dirty, eyes wide. He whispered, "Don't let them mark you." I ran again. No way out. But then, I remembered the crying statue outside. The woman with the calabash. My shosho once said, "Where tears fall, the spirit listens." I ran to it, kneeled, and I begged. Not with words, just heart. I cried. Real tears. The wind picked up. The statue cracked. And suddenly, everything went dark. When I woke up, I was outside. Back near Githurai. No phone. No wallet. Just my clothes. To this day, I don't know how I got out. But I know one thing. That party still happens. New people get invited. I hear whispers in the market. Have you heard of Mr. Kulum? Some disappear. Some return different. Me, I never go to Karen again. And if you ever get a golden envelope in Nairobi, burn it. Because not every party is for the living. I tried to go back to my normal life after that. Selling shoes, fixing rims, smiling at customers. But deep inside, I wasn't the same. I kept looking over my shoulder. Every time a fancy car slowed down near my stall, I felt my stomach twist. I kept hearing that drumbeat. The sound wasn't just in my ears anymore. It was in my chest. 3 weeks after the party, I had a dream. In it, I was standing at the same statue. The woman with the calabash. Only this time, her eyes were bleeding. Not crying, bleeding. She whispered something in a language I didn't understand. Then, behind her, I saw the cage again. And in that cage, I saw myself. Same clothes, same face, but the eyes, hollow, like I was already gone. I woke up choking. After that night, strange things started happening. My neighbor, Mama Mbik, an old herbalist who sells roots and bitter herbs by the roadside, stopped me one morning. "You were near the old ones," she said. "Your shadow doesn't match you anymore." I tried to brush her off. "Ah, Mama, you know how dreams are." But she grabbed my wrist. Her hand was cold. "No, Otis. Some places you walk in spirit, even if your feet stay behind." She told me to go see Baba Mumo, a seer who lives near Ngong Hills. I didn't want to, but deep down, I was scared. Scared that the party wasn't over. I went. Baba Mumo lived in a small round hut. Grass roof. No electricity. Just a burning charcoal jiko and dried animal skins hanging from the ceiling. He looked at me once and shook his head. "You ran, but your scent stayed." He prepared a bitter drink from black roots and ashes. Said it would reveal the bond. I drank it. Then I saw everything. The moment I stepped into that house, something was taken. A part of me. A mask was made from it. That's what they use, to feed the spirits, to trick them, to offer sacrifices that still breathe. But that mask still looked like me, and it was out there. I asked him what I could do, how I could break it. He said only one way: burn the mask. But I don't have it. I shouted. He nodded slowly. It'll come to you, when the moon is thin, when the drums return. That night, I didn't sleep. I waited, prayed, kept charcoal burning by the window. At exactly 3:17 a.m., I heard the drums. Faint, but real. I looked outside. No one, but on my doormat, a parcel, wrapped in banana leaves, tied with cowhide. I didn't touch it. I called Baba Mumo. He said, "Burn it. Don't look at it. Don't breathe it in. Burn it whole." I did. I took it to the backyard, poured kerosene, lit the match. As the flames rose, I heard screaming. Not from outside, from inside me. My ears rang. My skin felt tight. I fell to the ground, shaking. And then silence. Real silence. Since that night, the dream stopped. The whispers faded. I still wake up sweating sometimes, but it's different now. I don't talk about the party anymore. People wouldn't believe it. They just say, Otis is crazy. He sells shoes and stories. But I'm telling you this now because I know someone reading this has already received that envelope. Maybe you're thinking of going. Maybe you've already said yes. Don't. That party isn't about food or fun or music. It's about masks. And if you let them make one from you, even if you escape, it'll keep wearing your face long after you've left. So here's what I know now. In Nairobi, money hides many things. Not every mansion holds people. Not every party has a guest list. And not every gate opens again once it closes. If you're ever invited to a place you didn't ask to go, ask yourself, who sent for me? Because the ancestors don't send gold invitations. They send warnings. And I wish I had listened. If you're ready to explore the dark, mysterious, and powerful side of Africa, then please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell, so you never miss a tale that could change how you see the world.